You don't need more motivation. You need this mental switch that I'm going to go through in this video, because motivation's not your problem. It never was, and it never will be. Because if you're the kind of man who keeps saying, I just need to get motivated again, let me hit you with some cold hard truth that might just change your life. Because motivation is nothing if your mindset hasn't changed. Because when that high fades and when the buzz dies off and when the dopamine hit disappears, your life doesn't just magically get better. You're still left with the same self-sabotaging patterns. The drugs, the smoking, the vaping, the drinking, like it's your reward for surviving another week that you hated. But there's a reason you're here and you click this video today, and the algorithm bless you with this video, because deep down you know you are meant for more. And I'm telling you now, the men who break out, the ones who turn it all around, they don't rely on motivation, they make a switch. Let me just say that again. They don't rely on motivation. They make a switch. And if you're sick of that cycle and you're done pretending that everything's fine when it isn't, download the free Limitless Man Blueprint. It's in the bio, it's in the description, it's in the comment. It will give you the tools that I wish I had years ago when I was stuck in that dark, self-sabotaging loop. Because what I'm about to tell you, this what changed everything for me. Because here's the truth. Motivation fades, but your identity drives your actions. And the mental switch you need is this. So stop asking yourself, how do I feel today? And start asking, who do I need to become today? Let me say that again. Instead of saying, how do I feel today? Start asking yourself, who do I need to become today? The man I used to be, he smoked when things got stressful, vaped secretly like it was harmless, sniffed ket till my bladder was nearly not working, got smashed on the weekends thinking it was social, but really it was numbing. And I told myself I was just blowing off steam, but it was really me avoiding my full potential. And that was the moment everything changed. It wasn't just some motivational video that sparked it. It was a mental decision that I made. I said, I'm done living as the man who has to escape every time things get hard. I'm going to become the man who confronts my fears and challenges head on and creates a life worth living. And that meant putting down the drink, putting down the ket, not because I hated alcohol, but because I hated what became with it. It meant stopping the mindless smoking and vaping, not just for my health, but because every time I took a puff and a smoke, that was proof that I wasn't really in control of myself or my life. So let me tell you something really real. I remember walking into my mum's house and seeing her just cry, and it was horrible because she was scared that I was killing myself slowly. And in reality, I actually was. Not with one big act, but with daily destruction and self-sabotage that I kept calling normal because it felt normal at the time, because I was lying to myself. That stuck with me, because it's not the big mess ups that ruin your life, it's the silent, comfortable, daily ones. Because every time you choose comfort over growth, every time you drink instead of deal and get stuff done, every time you say, I'll start tomorrow, you're reinforcing that old identity, the one that's kept you stuck for months and years, maybe even decades. So the question becomes, what would the man you're becoming not tolerate anymore? Because if you look in the mirror, you know what habits are in your life that you keep saying, I'm going to stop them soon, or I'll be better off if I didn't do them. You need to get rid of them. Would he sit in a group of men wasting their lives every weekend in the same pub having the same conversations? Would he keep saying, I need to sort myself out while lighting another cigarette or sniffing of another line of coke? Would he keep pretending he doesn't care when deep down he knows he's capable of so much more? Because I know you got greatness in here, inside, because discipline is a decision, not just a trait. Every morning I ask, what would the man I admire do? What's this message coming up here? Every day, would he get up and dominate the day? Because that switch right there is identity over emotion. That's what builds freedom. And these videos aren't meant to be perfect. That's why when that message came up, then I swiped it off and carried on instead of starting again, because I'm in the flow of delivering powerful value. Because let me just tell you, you're not broken. You're out of alignment with the man that you know you're capable of being. So let me just say it one more time. You don't need more motivation. You really don't. You just need to decide to lead yourself, become a leader, to become the man who earns his own respect again. Because once you start respecting yourself and your daily actions prove that self-respect, other people will start respecting you again. But the self-respect's worth more than anything else. So like I say, start with the Limitless Man Blueprint. It's in the bio, it's in the comments, and it's a free download full of tools. No fluff, no empty words, just raw truth and real tools to help you change your life. And if this video hit you in the chest, which I'm assuming it did, because you're still here watching now, drop a comment, challenge me, ask me a question, tell me what you're struggling with at the moment, because I reply to everyone. Because there's one thing I've learned, is you build self-respect one hard choice at a time. And you don't rise by waiting and procrastinating. You rise by choosing. So what are you going to do next? Let's get after it.